Dozens of people are searching for a missing hiker in the gorge.
21-year-old Riley Zickel set out on an overnight hike by himself.
Colorado County Sheriff's Office is searching for a missing hiker on the Olympic Peninsula.
Ron and Trevor Higgins, the father and son, were last seen Friday. They disappeared while hunting near Bear Camp Road above Agnes.
21-year-old Riley Zickel, the senior at Lewis and Clark College, disappeared.
An emotional plea from friends of a woman who is missing right now in the Skamania County wilderness. She's 19 years old, Maureen Kelly.
Searchers are looking for a 76-year-old farmer who did not come back from mushroom hunting near Grangeville.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Pacific Northwest Missing Persons Project. I'm your host, Tanner Hoskins, Executive Director here at PNW MPP. Today, we're diving into two haunting disappearances that have left the communities of Cassia County and Jerome, Idaho, puzzled for decades. This is the second episode of this week, and that's because last week I missed an upload, so I'm trying to make up for it this week by producing two episodes for you all to enjoy. Let's start with the story of Floyd Dorsey. Floyd Dorsey was a 19-year-old male last seen on October 21st of 1961 in the Monument Peak area of Cassia County, Idaho. On that crisp autumn day, Floyd had joined friends and their parents on a deer hunting trip. Floyd was successful at shooting a deer, and on the morning of October 21st, he separated from the hunting party to track and harvest the animal. However, fate had a much different plan. As Floyd walked away from the campsite, the first flakes of a sudden and intense blizzard began to fall. He had ventured about 500 yards when he stopped at a spot known as Pickett's Corral to warm his hands by a fire. This was the last confirmed sighting of Floyd. Floyd was wearing a red zip front sweatshirt, blue jeans, and boots. Floyd was also carrying a hunting rifle of an unknown caliber. The rest of the hunting party became increasingly concerned as the day progressed and Floyd had not yet returned. Their worry prompted a search and a call to the Cassia County Sheriff's Office for assistance. Despite their efforts, the only significant clue they found was the deer that Floyd had shot, but there was no sign of Floyd. Rumors swirled that a man named Pickett from Murtaugh, Idaho, had seen Floyd walking down a forest road and offered him a ride. Allegedly, Floyd accepted the offer and rode in the bed of Pickett's pickup truck. He then insisted on being dropped off at a specific spot, the details of which remain unclear. To this day, neither Floyd nor his hunting rifle have ever been located. Could it be that Floyd got lost in the blizzard and succumbed to the elements? Did he meet someone who led him astray? Or is there more to the story that we just have not yet uncovered? Another question, I guess, is who was Pickett from Murtaugh, and what was his relationship to Floyd, if any? And also, if it's true that Pickett from Murtaugh did pick up Floyd, why would Floyd insist on being dropped off downhill away from camp and away from his deer? This is a strange one because the man named Pickett from Murtaugh has not been located. If you have any information about Floyd Dorsey or a man named Pickett from Murtaugh, Idaho, please contact the Cassia County Sheriff's Office at 208-878-2251. Our second story takes us to Jerome, Idaho, where 48-year-old Craig Barnett, an avid outdoorsman, was last seen on July 25th of 2019. Craig set off on a solo camping trip, but he made a critical mistake. Craig did not inform anyone of his intended destination. According to news reports, Craig was most likely dressed in all camouflage clothing from head to toe. About a month after his disappearance, a rancher moving cattle in the Sawtooth National Forest found Craig's truck parked among fir and aspen trees near Road 232, north of Lava Spring and the North Fork of Shoshone Creek. Despite locating his vehicle, there was no sign of Craig in the area. Search and rescue teams scoured the area, hopeful that Craig would be found within a 1-mile radius of his truck. However, their efforts yielded no results. Craig's favorite camping spots included Pin, Couch Summit, Big Smoky, South Hills, Sun Valley, and the Stanley areas, making this search for him vast and challenging. Please do yourself a favor. If you plan to go camping somewhere, let someone you trust know where you are going and when you plan to be back. Craig's disappearance to this day remains a mystery. There's too many questions of what could have happened to Craig. Did he encounter an unforeseen danger while camping? Could he have gotten lost or injured, unable to call for help? Or, worse, was there foul play involved? Both Floyd and Craig disappeared only about 10 miles apart in the Sawtooth National Forest. Their stories raise unsettling questions about the dangers that lurk in the wilderness and the mysteries that can arise when someone vanishes without a trace. If you have any information about Craig Barnett's disappearance, please contact the Jerome Police Department at 208-324-4328. Thank you for tuning into this week's podcast. If you enjoy exploring true life mysteries, please subscribe and share this episode with others. Remember, if you venture into the great outdoors, always let someone know your plans. And before you go recreating in the Pacific Northwest, please check out our website, pnwmpp.org. There, you can find a map of missing persons in the Pacific Northwest. Become familiar with the clothing descriptions and gear that somebody might have had in the area that you plan to recreate. You never know when you might uncover a clue that could bring answers or closure to a grieving family. Thank you.